Hello guys, and welcome to a new Regiments video today by me, Vulcan. Today I'm finally going to be having a look at the new Skirmish mode that was re-added into Regiments lately with one of the latest updates. I've been wanting to play it and show it to you guys on the channel for a while, so this will be good fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Now, last time I actually played the Skirmish mode was last year, which was like, I think the first open beta for Regiments. And I really wasn't that impressed with it. But then they came back 6 months later with the Operations playtest, and that was awesome. I really enjoyed it, and I loved the whole like metagame, and then jumping in to do the battles that only last like 20 minutes, and then jumping back out again. Like that was really fun. And I think the Operation game mode is fantastic. It's really nice. If you want to check out the playlist, sorry for that, I will leave a link in the description so you guys can go check it out and get my opinions on that and see how it went. But yeah, today we're going to be jumping into Skirmish, so let's do that. There is quite a lot to go through here. We have 3 game modes. There's meeting, engagement, attack, and mobile defense. Attack and mobile defense currently aren't available, but there is descriptions of them, so I'll go over that quick. Meeting engagement is your standard capture and hold as many designated zones as possible. Zones provide victory points. First side to get enough victory points wins. So this is kind of like a standard game mode like Steel Division 2 and, well, actually not Steel Division 2, War Game and Warno, where you have like the sectors on the map and then you capture the sectors and it gives you points based on how many sectors you have compared to the enemy. There is a little bit of a twist to it, but we'll get into that as we jump in. There is the attack game mode, which is capture and hold key points to win, act quickly, be prepared for counterattacks. I think this is supposed to be similar to the Operations playtest where you advance through a map and capture each one sequentially, like each sort of capture zone, as opposed to like the standard kind of tug of war thing. Then there's mobile defense, which sounds really awesome, which is use the provided transport platoons to evacuate equipment from the designated zones and return it to the starting zone. Deploy rapidly to meet enemy attacks. Your allies won't be able to survive them alone. So this seems like some sort of like rescue mission, which I'm really curious to see how this plays out. But today we have access to the meeting engagement, so that's what we're going to do. There is a few options to go through. Top right we have maps. There's currently Runway and Frontline. I will play both of them to show them off. And then there's also time of day that you can choose as well, which is really cool. This reminds me of like some of the Total War games back in the day where you could like change the weather and the time of day and stuff. That was really cool. So yeah, you got clear, cloudy, hazy. There's different types of cloudy, overcast. There's times of day, which is like sunset, night, dusk, and so on. Really cool. We'll go for a night mission because it does give us a little bit more to talk about in terms of the mechanics of Regiments. So we'll just do like night clear, so it'll be dark but clear skies, so it's relatively bright. Then we have your options here. Some of these are pretty self-explanatory. You've got time limit, which is how many minutes the game is. Starting points is how many points you start with. It would be nice if this was a number and not just low, medium, high, but there we go. Income, same deal. Pretty self-explanatory. Refit speed is to do with how quickly units are refitted after they are destroyed or damaged in this game mode, in Skirmish. Task forces, I'm not entirely sure what this is. I feel like it's to do with how fast a unit comes in off the edge of the map when you call it in the first place. Pre-place units is whether or not you start with units at the start of the battle. And then zone switch is how fast a zone is captured, basically, from the enemy or from neutral. So there are 4 divisions available, 2 on the NATO side and 2 on the Warsaw Pact side. There is the 3rd Armoured Division, which is the classic US division with, I think these are M1 Bradleys and M2 Bradleys. I think it's maybe M1 Abrams actually, and then M2 Bradleys. With M3A2 Bradley, Vulcan minigun, there's an M106 artillery piece, and then the AH-1F Cobra. And then there's the 4th Belgians, which come with Scorpions, Scimitars, Spartans with voltages in them, some with HGMs. Then there's Strikers, which are the HGM units, and then Gepards and M109A3s. So yeah, that's really cool. Just bear in mind that the units you see on the right-hand side aren't all of the units you can bring in the match. This will make more sense once we actually jump on in. And then for the Warsaw Pact side, there's the Panzer Regiment 4, which comes with like T-72s, BRDMs, BTR-70s with riflemen, and fire support units. There's Akacaya, Strela 10s, and the BMP-1K HQ section. And then the 35th Guards Air Assault Brigade gets BRM-1Ks, BMD-2s with VDV, Nornas, BMP-1PKs, Grads, the 9P-148, I have no idea what that is, but maybe some sort of artillery. I'm not sure what that symbol stands for in the NATO symbols. And then the MI-24K as well there. We're going to go up against the Panzer Regiment 4 with the 4th Belgians. I feel like it's going to be a pretty tough matchup, but I have messed around with this a little bit. And I'm just going to leave the options as default, and we'll go up against medium AI, because the AI isn't exactly easy to beat. So let's jump on in. So the map is pretty cool, and of course we do have it at night, so we're going to have night vision being a thing, and also artillery illumination. So when I say night vision, some units come with night vision optics, like thermal or something else, and then others maybe don't have night vision at all, and that's where artillery illumination can be really useful, because you can see it reduces the negative effects of low visibility conditions. But both sides have the same negative modifiers at night, so making sure you use these artillery illuminations at the right point is very important. In this case, because we're playing with the Belgians, we do get area recon from the start, and we also get the Mirage 5BA coming in with the 2 bombs if we want to. Okay, we get a new task force in 3 minutes and 40 seconds-ish, well 3 minutes 39 seconds to be specific, and that's going to give us more units. So I was saying, like, this isn't all of the units we're going to be seeing today. You can bring in new task forces, and I'll show that off once we get there. The other thing that I wanted to point out at the start is, you see these have got timers on them? What this means is, after a little while, these sectors will move. So these are the sectors we've got to capture against the enemy, and as we go through the game, over time they will actually move across the map and spawn in one of these places. So it's super important that you're on your toes and you go and capture those as quickly as possible, so you can keep up with holding the right objectives. It's really, really interesting. I like this a lot. It definitely shakes things up a bit. Anyway, we're going to be deploying on the left-hand side, of course, since this is where all the points are. So let's grab some troops. I'm going to go for the striker early. So we have HGMs. I'm going to go with the voltages with HGMs as well, because we're up against a lot of armor. So I think it's important that we have those. I'm also going to bring in the M109A3, and we're also going to bring in potentially the Gepard, but I think we'll only bring those in once we start seeing helicopters or aircraft. So we'll just get some more Spartans with voltages, and then also maybe some scimitars to support. So that's going to be our force. We can give these orders. So I'm going to go like so. And we'll have the striker move over here to the open with the voltages with HGMs, and the M109s can kind of move into cover. Alright, off we go. I should have actually used fast move for these. Actually, I'll put all those over there. Those ones can go over here. So I'm using fast move, and that way they don't go through the trees. They will go round the trees, because that is technically the fastest route. Units in this do not use roads. I mean, roads are often blocked, as you can see in some cases. So yeah, these cars got flattened by the units driving over them. It's really cool, actually. A little like checkpoint there, a military checkpoint. But yeah, the scimitars and Spartans moving up here. The Spartans do have voltages inside them. I'm going to have to remember to unload them. You can do that with the change mode button, super important. We'll get the strikers to get ready in this area so they can fire their HGMs really far. And I'm going to use this unit to actually capture. And we're going to capture this shortly. And we're going to move on to Alpha. I'm going to bring in, I think, these Scorpions. And I'll maybe have them move to Bravo to capture that. Right, we captured Delta. So I'm going to move over to Echo. I'm going to capture that. I'm going to leave my strikers here. And I believe they are entrenched now. Or they will be soon. You can see that we have got some new UI features going on. There is the ability to see if we're in cover and how much cover we have. So currently got 130% defense. And then units can obviously entrench over time. I think actually only infantry units can entrench, not vehicles on their own. Yeah, all of this stuff is entrenched by default. That's an M60A3 right there. Nice pattern tank. We have bumped into our first enemies here. My scimitars are going to be engaging them. I don't know what they are. Let's just area recon here, because it looks like they're going hard for it. So those look like tanks. They are probably T-70s. So we're going to fall back. And I'm going to put these onto a control group so that I can start arting some of this stuff. Right, let's get these unloaded. And we're going to attack move forwards here. I'm going to bring the scimitars. Actually, let's just retreat the scimitars because they're already damaged. We'll do artillery illumination here. That's going to allow us to get more accuracy. And we're going to retreat this unit. Okay, so currently we have 4 sectors captured. They only have 2. So we're getting points much quicker than they are at the top there of the screen. Done a good job with these voltages, ambushing the T-72s and the BTRs. If we destroy a unit, it's not available to the enemy for a little while, so it is worthwhile taking them out. Also, it does remove any veterancy that a unit has. So fully destroying a unit is important. I'm going to move these back. So they are forced to come towards me again in these tree lines. We're going to get the scimitars back in. I do have a new task force available, so let's do that. So this is what I was talking about when I said that the units that you see at the bottom aren't the only units we can bring in. There are a lot of units available. And yeah, just as an example, folks with the Jaegers. There are some Fusiliers that come in AIFVs. There's Leopard 1BEs and Gepards. There's Challengers. If you bring in the British. The British can also bring in warriors with rifles and the rapiers there. Honderd can bring in more scimitars, scorpions, Spartans with voltages with HGMs. The other thing about a lot of these different groups is they can bring in different fire support options. So this one, for example, bringing in napalm, this one bringing in artillery strike, this one bringing in the artillery DPICM, which I think is like cluster strikes. And yeah, just lots of different choices here. You've got Part 1s, which are the Hot 1 HGM helicopters. There is just some artillery here, like mortars. You've got Spartans with voltages again, Sultans. This one's actually kind of nice because it does give you HQ units. And HQ units buff the units surrounding them, so very useful to have. And that also brings in more Fusiliers and more strikers. Shah bringing in like Leopard 1BEs and M106s. Now I think I might actually bring in Shah. I really want to bring in the Challengers, but I think we'll do that afterwards because getting the HQ section in early is going to be really nice. Also, this HQ section with these Leopards, it has 6 Leopards in it, so that's going to be really, really useful. So we'll call them in. And then when I get to 160 points, we'll use those to help us out. I'm going to shift my strikers over so that we can engage these units. At the moment, my voltages are doing a great job here. I'm not sure what this is. I'm tempted to napalm it. I'm going to move my striker over. Ooh, I got hit by AA. That one looks like it managed to get through, which is good, so we're going to land a couple of napalm strikes there. Good. So we're just about holding on here. We did manage to make them fall back, but this voltage unit only has 3 men left. So it's done its job. We're going to fall it back. We're going to get these into cover. And I'm going to bring in a new unit on the left-hand side. Actually, we'll bring in the Leopard 1Bs in the center first. And I'll bring in those Spartans again in a minute. And we're going to move these up. The T-72s are coming our way. We want to be within 800 meters because that's the range of the AT, so... I kind of need these to turn around. Then again, it doesn't look like it's going to matter. There's so many HGMs firing them right now. You know, those T-72s getting hit at close range quite nicely. We've got another new task force in 2 minutes. I'm actually going to arty this. These voltages I might tell to fall back in a second. Yeah, let's get these ones out of there. And we'll let the artillery finish off the rest. There we go, lovely. Big damage. Big damage, that was beautiful. Beautiful strike. So for those of you unfamiliar with regiments, you do get like the off-map equivalent. That's what these extra abilities are that I was talking about. We managed to completely wipe them. That was great. Now, at some point in the game, all of these sectors will move. So we're currently holding like 3 out of 7. But they're going to all shift and then they'll all become neutral again. But we are under fire again. Hopefully I can use this hill maybe to hide. No, it looks like we can fire over the hill, so that's not too helpful. And we're going to want to get into range with the AT. Currently have 12 soldiers left. Alright. Fire away, boys. I need to get my Leopard 1Bs forwards. Oh, we're being hit from a distance. I don't want to lose this unit entirely because they have ranked up to max rank. You have like no vet, 1 vet, which is what those BMP 1Ps have got to. And then there is 2 vet and then 3 vet, which is currently my Spartans, which is great. The fact they got there is fantastic. I'm going to get some leopards in, or I could wait actually. I think I might wait, because we can get a new task force. I think what I'm going to do, I mean I'm British, right? We got to bring in the challenges. Alright, let's bring them in. We also get more artillery for that as well. So let's get the challenges in. I'm going to bring them in like on the right hand side here, kind of. Because I feel like the zones are going to move soon. And these are T-72s. I'm going to put some arty on these. See if we can hold our ground for the time being. I need these to... The scimitars need to shoot the fire support there. Those riflemen with AT are getting very close. That's kind of scary. Let's fall back. We're probably going to do a decent chunk of damage with that artillery, so that's good. My strikers are still doing fantastic on that left side. Yeah, we're going to just keep falling back here. I think I'm just going to have to retreat those. If they get too close to the riflemen with AT, they're just going to get absolutely annihilated. So I am going to bring in the Spartans again. And you can see, oh no, there we go. All of the sectors have moved. So new objectives, that's the thing that determines that. Should have pointed that out at the start, I wasn't really paying attention. Yeah, the new objectives in 8 minutes. So now we should go over and try and take the places on the right hand side. My strikers are under fire by artillery, so I'm just going to sell them since they're kind of in a bad position. And I'm going to have my Spartans here go and capture these for us. It's very important that we get into position ASAP, because it's actually kind of difficult to attack in this game. It's much easier to defend, especially if you can like entrench. Although I say that, if the AI is on point with their artillery, then it can be a pain. But I'm going to get my M109s to counter battery, and we'll see if we can get rid of some of that. I'm going to move the challenges since they're under fire. Got to be a bit careful getting too close to these riflemen. And never mind, we made them fall back. Let's try and finish them off if we can. Alright, let's get the Spartans into the trees there, and we'll have the challengers go with them. I'm going to bring in a second group of challengers for the right side. And I'm going to get the leopards back in once I get a chance. Although at the moment, we don't really have too many points. If I can get these voltages into the heavy cover here, they can fight really well. So, I'm going to have these unload. They're going to move up over here. I'm going to area recon. Let's do it here, because I want to see if there's any more than just that unit. So again, making sure to move them into range so that they can use their AT. I don't think these are going to last as long because we're currently under fire from enemy artillery. But I am counter-battering. Let's get these unloaded. Super important. I might even go ahead and bomb these. Oh, that's quite a lot of units. Ouch. See if we can take out that BMP-1K. That's going to be helping them quite a bit here. Well, that's AA, isn't it? Yeah, those are shulkers. Rip my planes. There's also... oh, that one just got absolutely blasted out the sky. Oh, no. So I don't know if that actually like stops you from bringing them in again, but it definitely, you know, puts them on a timer at least. And I don't get any support though. These are gonna have to fall back. We're gonna move those challenges forwards into cover there. These can move and cap that. This can move and cap that. New task force available. And I'm gonna have to move these. Actually, those need to go back and resupply. Let's get some Fusiliers in here instead. Oh, those T-55s are going to cause me problems. Oh, nice hit on the HQ there. Very nice. Right, we are capping Alpha and Echo. Let's bring in some more Scimitars and Scorpions. Got new infantry that can move up and defend that after I capture it with the challengers. I should move these so they're not being artied.
Zone captured.
It's tempting to arty strike those. I think we'll arty strike here instead. That's actually probably more useful. Those voltages did capture Alpha, so that's good. I might have to reverse with these because these are riflemen, they do have AT. Oh, that artillery hit them hard. Yeah, very nice. Okay, let's have these retreat. We're going to have these move up into cover here with the Challenger. And that should give us line of sight onto those guys. Okay. I do want to get my Spartans back in because the voltages there are very high veterancy. Got to be really careful with these units. Mainly because the infantry is coming towards us right now. Well, let's focus down that unit on this side. We'll get off the hill.
Zone lost.
Unload these boys. I'm going to do artillery illumination on this side, so that when we go back over the ridge here, we can engage them properly. Ooh, that's nasty. Right, we're going to reverse away from that BCR rifleman. And that needs to run.
Zone lost.
So they're putting up a big fight, but I'd say we're doing alright at the moment. Let's bring in artillery strike just here, because this unit's coming over as well. Move the Challengers forwards. I think I can use these voltages to capture the sector. I'm going to try and do that. Oh, these guys are going to have to do a runner. Big time. Okay, we're going to bring in another scimitar. I'm also going to bring in the strikers. Right, these have got close to me. Hopefully I can make them fall back soon, because otherwise they're going to do a lot of damage. Okay, good. Right, we're getting shot in the back. That's not good. Look for my challengers. Yep, they can leave.
Zone captured.
Are those Fusiliers? I'm going to tell to retreat. And I'm going to have these move back onto the ridge and dig in. We got really nice and close there to the T-72s, so my voltages should absolutely annihilate these T-72s and T-55s. Especially if I manage to flank them with the Challengers here. Still pretty close though. Need to pay attention to the conquest points. I need to recap this one in the middle, which I'll probably do with the voltages in a bit. And my Challengers just destroyed them. Great. Yeah, this is really nice. We're getting the flank on really well here. Though the artillery is a bit of a pain. Oh, they've just moved. Okay. Well, I'll move my striker back here. And these boys are pretty useless on this side now. I'm going to get my Challengers to move up into this sector.
Zone captured.
There's my other Challenger. We'll bring that in. Striker's firing away there. Look at that. Watching their missiles. And they're getting shot in the side armor by my Challengers as well. Oh, that's really bad for them. Right, I'm going to have these retreat. The Challengers can turn around. And we'll get some new Fusiliers in there. Right, I'm going to get these back into their vehicles, and we're going to fast move them over here. I'm going to arty this blob. Get those unloaded. I think infantry captures faster if they're unloaded. I'm not entirely sure. Let's do... Actually, let's just pull them back because they're taking a lot of damage. I'm going to get my command leopards in, so that when I next bring in my challengers, we'll be able to do some decent damage with them. I think a lot of their units are on the left and they're coming across. It would have been nice if I could take out the shilkers, because without the shilkers there we can bring in some mirages. They might fall back soon if the M2s manage to kill them. There we go, okay. So we'll mirage bomb these. Let's check out these mirages. The bomb sounds so meaty, it's ridiculous. Alright, we'll unload these boys. And we're gonna go through the trees there. Get these unloaded. And capture that. Where are these challenges? On the runway. Good stuff.
Zone lost.
I'm gonna want to take out
Zone captured.
those T-72s. Never mind, don't have to. Okay, that scimitar's gonna have fallback. And this striker is in trouble. But currently we're holding 4-2, and I'm probably soon gonna be 5-2. D-72s are getting hit by the voltages there pretty nicely. These strikers are probably gonna want to fall back. Challengers are doing well though. Let's allow the Fusiliers to kill the T-72s. And the Leopard 1Bs are doing well as well there.
Zone
Once those are
captured.
dead, we'll have them come over to the Challenger. I'm just going to keep these dug in. Right, let's bring in the second set of Challengers, because in the open here they're going to be really useful. I'm going to target those with the artillery. I should actually do that myself, get the artillery illumination going here. I can also area recon these if I want more damage. Oh, these guys are really taking a lot of damage. Oh, I think they got destroyed. That means we lose the veterancy, which is unfortunate, but we're getting pretty close to the end of the game. It's like 7 minutes, 20 seconds left, so not the biggest deal in the world. Oh, actually, it looks like they only lost one vet when they got destroyed. Okay, interesting. We're going to fall these back.
Zone lost.
Going to allow them to continue to engage. Here we're just going to drop some artillery. They get a lot of men with these BTR 152s. That's like a lot of infantry. And we get a lot of tanks with that HQ section. And we even have this Challenger unit moving up now. And we'll get rid of those mortars. And I'm gonna... we'll RT that and then RT that afterwards. Good. So we haven't really needed Spring Gepards this entire game. Don't know if that's a good thing or not. Let's get these unloaded. Shoot up the BTR 70s. Oh, look at this. There's just so many wrecks on this runway. And this map's called Runway for a reason, I suppose. These voltages are holding strong. They've ambushed some T-72s and the Shilkers there. If we can get rid of the Shilkers, that'd be great. Because I can bomb these T-55s. I love the way the HGM from the Vultures is still targeting T-72s at the same time. Nice, okay, so we'll bring that in. The points have actually all moved. Bring in new reinforcements here. Alright, we'll move all of these over to the left. Good bombing strike.
5 minutes remaining.
Almost got him. I'm just going to have these chase them down. I can actually do a new task force, I just realised. Let's bring in... I don't even know what I need. There's only 5 minutes left. I can maybe try out this artillery DP ICM. I don't know what that does. Everything else I've tried before. So yeah, we'll just grab these guys so I can try that off map. Those can fall back. We will go for maybe like a... Yeah, let's do the scimitar for the left hand side there. I mean, these will probably capture both anyway. We are definitely well in the lead. Which is good. Those riflemen coming towards my challengers.
Zone captured.
Let's just move back so they can't use their AT weapons. Oh, these guys are having a bad time. Oops. Didn't mean to lose those. I thought I already retreated them, but yeah, never mind. I'm going to lose another veterancy on those. Right, what's the ammo like on these? Oh, they're already out of ammo. Okay, so we need to retreat those. And we'll bring in some, like, M106 mortars. Right, let's try out this when we see more units. So we'll do area recon.
Zone captured.
And we'll bring in this on these guys. We'll see how effective that is. It's a lot of units. It's coming in. Oh yeah, it's cluster. Oh, it's cluster ammo. Oh, that's doing a lot of damage to the T-72s. Oh, my poor Spartans. They are dead. Get roasted. Alright, where's that? Do they have any AA here? I don't think they do. I should kill those. Oh, never mind, they ran away. They probably ran out of ammo. Looks like there is an AA piece back there. Okay, that's unfortunate. Right, this engagement is going to be nasty for them. We got the HQ section, which is improving accuracy of all of the units here, and then we got loads of veterancy. So these T-72s are going down so fast. Getting annihilated. Brilliant. Currently got 4 sectors. They've got 2. So we're getting a huge lead right now. Only 1 minute left. Easy peasy. Right, let's just push across. And we'll bring these guys up with the HGMs again.
1 minute remaining.
Some scimitars to help us out. My challenges have reached maximum veterancy. and now they have like the Leopard 1BE providing them with the HQ bonus as well, so it's like it just doubles up. It's so good. This is something you're really going to want to make use of yourselves, guys, when you're playing. Definitely have the HQ in. It's like so important for getting extra accuracy. And we're going to arty strike these. Mortars, I really like how mortars like auto fire. It's really nice. They're being suppressed at the moment by enemy artillery fire, but it's okay.
Objective completed.
And there we have it. Beautiful. That was a really nice engagement. We got 122 destroyed and we lost 35, which gave us a kill death ratio of 3.45. Quite a decisive victory after 30 minutes there. But hopefully that gives you a good idea of what the skirmish game mode is like in this game. It is great fun. I mean, it's I think the operations game mode is better, in my opinion. The skirmish game mode doesn't punish losing units as much, which is one thing I don't really like. I think it would be better if you let a unit get completely destroyed that you no longer have access to it for the rest of the game. Like, make it more punishing. Just losing like one level of veterancy doesn't really seem like enough. But yeah, either way, we still did really well. The challenges, of course, spot on. T-72s getting roasted, BTRs all over the place going down. Yeah, both the challenges did very, very well. But at the start, our infantry did fantastic with the Spartans with the Fusiliers, getting lots of T-72 kills. The striker here, the HGM striker, got like 7 T-72s. Actually, yeah, make that make that 9 T-72s. That's really, really nice. So yeah, that was fantastic. The Ekatseya actually got quite a lot of kills against us there. Leopard 1BE managed to take out 4 T-72s. Yeah, we just pop in T-72s all day long. Lovely stuff. And we do have these sort of like defensive units helping us out. I'm not sure if the enemy gets those. I didn't see any. Maybe they do. But overall, yeah, that was a really, really fun game. I enjoyed that a lot. And when you finish the artifactory report, I'm pretty sure it sends you back to the main menu. Yeah. So that is it for my look at the skirmish mode in Regiments. And I think Regiments is really shaping up to be a really solid single player experience. Great for more casual players in the sort of war RTS sort of genre, like modern war RTS genre, because obviously you've got Broken Arrow and Warno at the moment, which are kind of going to be competing for the multiplayer space. But Regiments really just, I think, caught a lot of people by surprise in just how polished, well, I don't know if polished is the right word, just how like good the game is. There are obviously more things to do to make it a bit more polished, but like they just have such a good base here to work on. I think the skirmish game mode is fun. The operations game mode I definitely prefer. That was really, really fun, so I'm looking forward to maybe getting to play another operation at some point. But that's where I'm going to leave it for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this look at the skirmish. I had a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys did too. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.